You're watching a recap from Investor XP, the show that covers investing for gamers. Check out the video description for details. It is Tuesday, April 25th, and we've got a great show for you today. Splatoon 2 is going to be coming out this summer, and it is a showcase for Nintendo's newer development talent that they have. The game was very well received. I love playing the game. So we've got some news on Splatoon. Very interesting for Nintendo, and it's kind of a different direction than they've historically taken. So let's go check that out. Like I said, Splatoon 2 is definitely one of my favorite Nintendo games that they've released recently. I'll pull up the article here, and it rivals Call of Duty. It's a nice change of pace from that type of shooter to go to kind of a fun Nintendo shooter for a little bit in between what Treyarch releases. So the last Splatfest actually influenced Splatoon 2's story. I missed in the trailer for Splatoon 2. Go over to Kotaku.com for gaming news. They have this story up here. I missed this little still in the trailer, which apparently hints at the story that's coming up in Splatoon 2. And the final Splatfest that they had in Splatoon 1 was to see which Squid sister you liked the most, Callie or Marie. And that apparently has now turned into the Splatoon 2 story. I liked Splatfest and what they did with that. It was pretty cool, where you had these events where if you like dogs or cats, you'd split up into teams, and it was a nice way of playing, a change of pace to go back to just the turf war play versus the new modes that they had. So you kind of changed up your strategy a bit, and it kept it fresh, for lack of other words. But over on Nintendo's website, they have the prologue for the story for Splatoon 2. Squid Sisters story, and they've got like the first page of it up here, and I'll read the end of it here. The bond between them would continue unbroken, after the showdown of Callie versus Marie, for years to come, or so it seemed at the time. So you could see a splitting of the Squid Sisters in Splatoon 2, and hopefully we'll get a unique story. I wonder if one of them sides with the Octolings or something. I don't know. It's intriguing because Nintendo typically doesn't do this type of storytelling and involving the fans, especially with like the Splatfest telling the story. So it's new for Nintendo. Other studios do things like this, especially we've talked about it in the past. We talked about it yesterday. Treyarch, the way they tell the zombie stories. Different take for Nintendo. Very interesting as they get user feedback. Like I said, it's one of the things about Splatoon 2 is it's a newer development group working on it, and so they might be doing some more new storytelling as they grow this franchise for them. So it looks like they're taking more feedback from the fan base, incorporating it in the game, and actually having events that you do in the game actually unfold the story. So I think this is great for Nintendo. I think this shows that they're willing to modify what they do and change to make people happy, especially when they've had very traditional ideas when it comes to Zelda, Mario, those franchises, and they've done well, especially with Breath of the Wild, of changing things up of what they do. With their new IPs like Splatoon, is very interesting to see how they've changed and how they will market this story out there, market this game. I think definitely good news for Nintendo. We continue to be big supporters of their stock and Nintendo in general. I like their systems. I like what they put out. So let me know what you think about Splatoon 2. Is it a worthy game? Is it something you're going to buy? Is it something you're going to look into? What do you think of Nintendo changing and having the fans kind of help tell the story on this? And is Splatoon 2 going to be a Mario Zelda type franchise, or is it going to be a Kid Icarus where it's there and some people like it, or it's kind of sitting out on the sidelines at time? I like Splatoon. I'm looking forward to Splatoon 2 when it releases. I think this is all good news for Nintendo, and it shows the depth that they have in their development teams. That's it for today's show. Send us your feedback. We have an open discussion on our YouTube channel. We're live Monday through Friday, 1:30 Eastern, 12:30 Central. We stream live on Twitch over in the talk show area. So chat with us during the live show. Love to hear what your thoughts are as we're going through the articles live on the show. Tomorrow we are going to be starting a little bit early. We'll have a special show tomorrow because it is the Call of Duty World War II is going to be announced right about the time the show's going. It's a little bit early. You can see here less than 24 hours, so it'll be right around noon tomorrow. We'll start the show early tomorrow and see what that's all about. I'll just go live and I'll watch the stream live, chat with people, give my thoughts on it. So we'll start early tomorrow and probably have some condensed articles after we look at what World War II looks like for Call of Duty. Let us know what you think about that. So recaps are always, we post them up on YouTube for each individual article that we have. So keep the talks and those specific to that. I'd like to hear what you think. Open discussion on the YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. We want to hear your feedback. We're trying to develop and make this show better for viewers. So let us know what you think. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. It's going to help us grow, and you'll be the first to get this investing news for gamers. It's certainly a unique group if you're a gamer and an investor. Not a ton of people. I want to grow that community. We believe that gamers have great insight for investing, and they can make a lot of money if they put their heads to investing. So thank you for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.